Well, welcome back, friends, to Copper Eye Joe. Today, we're going to be taking apart water meters. Now, where do you get water meters? Most likely from your local town or any kind of municipality, most of the time from auctions. I looked up and talked to one of the local towns around me, and it just so happened that I was able to get all their used water meters. So, all right, don't mind the mess. All right, first up here, this meter, some of you have probably seen before. It's a Rockwell. It's actually mostly all brass. The lid that covers the meter is brass. The bottom is brass. The whole body is brass, minus the internals. Now, I've seen people say, well, you take a hammer and beat this glass here out. No. Watch and learn. Very easy. You don't have to do all that hammering. Get you an impact with the proper socket. We're going to flip this baby over. We're going to take 4 bolts out of the bottom. We'll do this one in real time. But 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, there's all 4 bolts out of the bottom. See how quick that was? Throw all your stainless bolts in a bucket. Try to keep you in frame here. Take you a hammer, give it a love tap. Get you a little screwdriver, like so. And see the gap I made? We're going to go in that gap. Boom, prise it right open. That has a brass bottom. That is clean brass right there. We got some internals here. You may have to give them a little tap, so don't hold that against me. There's the gasket out of the way. That come out. Give it a little shove. There's the rest of the gut out. You'll have a screen. Right there's a screen and a rubber right there. Get those out. There's the rubber. Most of the time these screens will just pop right out. They're so brittle. Screens out. See how fast that was? One more step to having a clean meter. You got a stainless little ring right here that's threaded. We're going to take our pliers. Where are they at? I just had them. Clean your table up. You might could find something. I'm going to get on that right there and give it a turn. There we go. Didn't take much. I'm going to thread that little... It's almost like a threaded washer. See that? That's what held that on. See that? We're going to give that a little tap with a hammer. And that glass came right out. Throw that in the bucket. Now that is a totally clean bodied meter right there. Only thing I got left, I believe that is a aluminum pin in that hinge. I'll take my grinding wheel and just make one cut, take that off, and it's clean. Boom. I'm going to get that little pin out. Got a little pick right here. Push, boom, pin's out. That is a clean meter right there, boom. How much does one like this weigh? Let's weigh it. While I got you here. This Rockwell style meter. We got our little scale here. We're going to turn her on. We're going to get the bottom part too. Let's put it on. There's the bottom and there's the top. The whole meter minus the guts. That is 4.58 pounds right there in 1 meter. 4.58 pounds for a Rockwell. So that's pretty good. All right, let me throw this in the bucket and we'll do another style. All right, what's next? We've done the Rockwell. All right, let's do this one here. This is a ABB. Some of you may be familiar. An ABB meter. It has a plastic bottom. Same routine. We're going to zip these 4 bolts off the bottom. See if you're in frame. Let me turn you a little bit there. There you go. Same deal. Going to zip those 4 bolts out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very quick and easy. Out. Throw my stainless nuts in a bucket. That's all plastic trash. And we got a few guts in here. Little retainer there. Boom, the guts come out. Very easy, very quick. As you can see, that's clean inside. Got a screen right here to get out. Look, boom, screen's out that quick. Now that's all clean inside. It's a little bit dirty, but foreign metal other than brass wise is clean. Now, this top, how do we get it off? There we go. Boom. And this right here, let me get my wire brush and see if that ain't copper right there. That's copper. I can separate and get this little copper cup. Some of them are copper, some of them are not. Any that are copper, I'm throwing them in a bucket and I'll process them later. Get that little bit of copper cap in there. I think it's mostly all copper. This little plastic ring, I think you just turn it. But some of them are got so much dirt in them, they're hard to get turned. So I'll just take my little clip pliers here and just very quickly cut that plastic and it comes right out. Just boom, out. Junk. Clean meter right there, that quick. All clean. Now let's weigh this one. Lord, I about got ahead of myself. The bottom was plastic, as you saw. So what did we get here? This one here weighs 1.998 pounds. Almost 2 pounds in that meter there. Kind of oddity. I haven't seen one like this in a long time. But this is a Badger meter, Milwaukee, USA. Look at this weirdo. Some of you may see these on the regular. But as you can see, it comes apart mid-body. There's a set screw here that relieves the top half. I'm going to have to find me a wrench. I don't have a nut driver that size. I'm not sure if those are stainless bolts or what. That's kind of a weird one there. I'm sure that's all brass. Let me get... I know you can't see that, but that is red brass. All that is brass, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to start with this little set screw, see if I can separate the upper housing, and it is turning for me. That's a good thing. And that's getting loose. Awesome. Let me just take this all the way out. I've never done one of these before here. Make sure that threaded screw is brass. It is. That's brass. Oh, cool. Quarter turn, it came right off. So there we go. This is brass, so if I can get those guts up and out of there. Make sure you're in frame. There you are. Alright, turn that the right way. Oh yeah. Very nice. Friends, these bolts are brass. Let me pause you and I'll get all these out. Apologize, I smacked it apart off camera. I'll just give it a whack and the top fell off. Let's see what we got. We got one brittle gasket here. We're going to just pop all that off. It's just coming right off of there. I said it was. Get on camera and make a fool out of you. Yeah, there we go. Coming right off of there. Alright, that little doohickey's got two straight screws, flathead screws in it to get that off. It looks like there's some plastic there. So this is probably too big. No, that's going to work. Hello. Hope I'm not boring you to death. I like to kind of keep the action moving and not hang in one place too long. Alright, there's that one. Set this will pop out of there. Alright, there's a clean hunk of brass. We're going to weigh it. Alright, let's get the guts out. How do they come out? I don't know. Never done one of these. I see there's a screen right there. Let's pop it out. There it is. Boom. Give it a love tap. Okay, that's not loosening. Let's prise on it. Normally if you prise on it a little bit and loosen it up, it'll come out. Okay, well that was easier than I thought. All I did was turn this upside down and give it a good whack on top of the vise. And this part slid right out. This is mainly brass. It is two-part. It comes apart and there's like a nutating disc inside. Once I get that out, this is all clean brass. So, I'm thinking if I give this a little prize action with the screwdriver in this slot, it'll come open. Let's see. Up, look at there. Ha. Rotating disc come out. There's that. Yep, those are red brass. They are. So that one's clean. I'll drop it right there. There's the top. How do I get that out? Because that is silver looking. That's got to be stainless. It's going to give me a dirty brass if I don't get that out. There's a little nub here I can probably knock with something on the vise. Let me pause you and we'll see if that works. Yes, sir. I took a little bitty fine point chisel and give that a little wrap right there, and it started coming out. So I'll take my pliers and finish pulling it. I said I would. I'm on camera, so it's time to make a fool out of me. There we go. Got that little fin out. Clean brass. Let's weigh this one. I'm pretty pleased, man. These bolts are all brass. That's awesome. Some of y'all are probably like, been there, done that. Whoop-dee. Let's see, friends. All right. Boom. Boom. Put all this up there. Wow. This 1 meter is 6.64 pounds of clean red brass. That is awesome. There's really not a lot to these meters, like I've showed you. I mean, you just take these four nuts out. Look at that, how quick that went. Brass, brass. Then you got this little rubber piece. This one's brittle because it's so hard. I just stab it, it comes right out. You got these little retainer clips right here. Most times you'll just pull them straight out, the O-ring will come off. And most times the guts will fall right out most of the time. Boom. We're on camera, make a fool out of me. See that? Clean brass meter right there. There's the bottom. I think I weighed one of these before, but we'll do this again just to be sure. I think this is about 3.5 maybe. 3.094, okay. There's 3 pounds of clean brass right there. See how quick that was? All right, we also got some valves in this pile of stuff. We got a 2-inch Ford valve here. That's all brass. Already got it clean. Let's see what this thing weighs. Ooh, just a shade over 9 pounds on that one valve. Nice. I've got another one, but it's got it's a check valve. Let's see what this is. It is a Jenkins. It looks like it's yep, it's a 2-inch. That's all brass, but it's got some metal broke off in the ends. I might do a little work on this one to get it clean. I'll take my cutoff wheel if I have to and just make slits, and that'll pop out easily. You don't have to fight it. Just take this, like I got a diamond wheel right here because it lasts longer than the little flappy cutoff disc. And I'll just take and slam down into the brass on 2, maybe 3 or 4 places, and these will just flake off and come right out. I'll do that on both sides. And then I'll check the internals to make sure that's all brass. If it's not, I'll clean that out, so I can get clean brass on it too. Let's see what it weighs just for the heck of it before I clean it. Oh wow. That thing's about 9.42 pounds. So that should be 9 pounds easy once I get all the undesirables out of it. So yeah, there's quite a bit of weight here, friends. I'm curious to see what we're going to wind up with. I know my shop's a mess, but look, there's all the other valve meters and setters and stuff I've got to process. I just took the ends off a setter. Now, that most of these setters I'll show you, y'all know what they are if you're into scrapping, but you've got brass here. These 2 parts are copper, and then you got brass ends here. In the past, I've cut them off right even and still got clean brass price because hell, it's copper in there. Cut it off here and you get clean brass on that. Sell this with your copper tubing. Let me pull something else out here. Now RPZ. Now this is a big one. This is a Bliss RPZ. Make sure y'all can see that big jalopy. Get these stainless out. Do that. And I might take y'all along for the scrap run if I go Saturday. Y'all see that? So we got a big stainless spring. I think it's stainless. It appears to be. We'll put that in the stainless bucket. And now we got a rubber diaphragm here. I'll peel this off. And there's a screw in the middle, so let's undo that. It also appears to be stainless. I'm sorry y'all, I haven't put a video out lately. I kind of fell off the map there for a little bit. I just got really busy. Really busy with life. I came in hot to the group and then just kind of disappeared. But I still got old videos I made before I named myself Copper Eye Joe. I just ain't took the time to post them. And that should come up out of here, friends. I'm going to keep prizing on it. Alright, there's a clean brass end. I'll put that right over there. Oh, let's see. Some kind of plastic retainer looking deal right there. I think it's plastic. It may thread. I'm not sure. I've never been inside a RPZ, just for y'all. The ones, oh yeah. Those who do know, I was right. It threads. Nice assumption. It's plastic. Glad I didn't go all He-Man on it. It's so simple to get out. Sometimes just taking an extra step to look instead of going ballistic save you a little trouble. I'm one to talk because I'm all about wrapping something with a hammer if I need to. Now these, yeah, I really want to get all this cleaned up before the way my luck runs, brass will drop down some. And right now, I'm gonna be honest, brass for the whole summer has stayed at $2.50 in my area per pound. And that may be terrible to some of y'all, or some of y'all may not be even getting that much. It's crazy when you go different places what the how the prices change and move. Oh yeah, that's all I had to do right there, give it a little persuasion. There's a spring behind there, I can hear it uncoiling. You probably hear that. You better not pop me, you booger. Oh, look at there. It tried to get me. Old Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. It's a pretty long spring there, boy. Like a slinky. Put that in the stainless. That O-ring off of there. Clean. Clean, clean, clean. Let's grab the few pieces of plastic out of here. There's a piece of rubber. Oh, come here, you. There's a piece of stainless on the end of that. Plastic bodied piece. Let's turn it up. That's everything. Throw that in the garbage. Go right here, make sure you can see. Right, I'm gonna give it a little bump. Oh yeah. Old Jack in the Box, where are you? Anybody remember those when you was a kid? Some of you older people. Old Jack in the Box. Oh, there he goes. Boom. Throw that in the stainless. Get this O-ring off. That's clean. Pull the innards out. Let's see what's in here. 23.5 pounds. I don't claim to be a pro with this. I'm fairly new. We're going to see how fast I can take this meter apart. Try to do it in a minute, but you let me know how fast I do it. And I will say go, and that's when you will start. So hold on. Just make sure I got battery. It's not going to die on me. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Messing up a little bit. Guts out. Oh man, I'm stumbling here. Come on. Clean. Time. How fast was that? Let me know in the comments. Clean meter. But anyway, that was pretty cool. Now, like I told y'all earlier, I saved these. I think that looks like a yellow brass. Sometimes it's copper. I will save these and process them later. Fill a bucket up with them. But yeah, I'll get all these processed and I'll get back to you. Out here, now I took some copper I had here, some Bear Brite. It wasn't much. I guess they gave me Bear Brite price. It says number 1. I'm not sure, but I had 15 pounds. They gave me $3.60 at $54. I had 421 pounds in total of red brass water meters. Now that includes the setters. There were some setters in there and a few big old check valves and one 2-inch RPZ. I had 421 pounds in total of red brass. At $2.50 a pound came to $1,052.50. The number 1 copper tube. I also had a 3/4 water line that I cut up into small sections that came from the town. And all that totaled 69 pounds at $3.60 a pound came to $248.40. So in total that day, I got $1,354.90. It was almost, excluding my copper wire that I took, it was about a little over $1,300 from the town's scrap. So that would have been like $130 if I gave them 10%. So I went ahead and gave them $200. I think it was a fair and honest. I appreciate it. It took me like 4 hours to scrap all those meters. And if I hadn't have been filming, I probably could have done it in 2.5. So that was not a bad day's work or pay. And the scrapyard's not even 20 minutes away from my house, so it's not like I had to drive an hour there and an hour back to the scrapyard. It really wasn't that inconvenient. I wanted to add this little tidbit in here on the video. For the ones of you that's probably thinking or may comment, or why didn't I just buy some kits and refurbish some of these meters to resell them? Well, first of all, they're not my meters to refurbish. And second of all, do you need some kind of special license to do that? And if not, why? I think you should. If you're going to be messing with something that's going to be running people's water through it, they're going to be drinking and consuming, I wouldn't want just any old Tom, Dick, or Harry rebuilding a meter and selling it and it going in my house. I mean, I'd like to know that it was done professionally, so I have no skin in that game. But anyway, for the ones that's thinking that, why didn't you refurbish them? You left a lot of money on the table. They weren't my meters. They belonged to the town, and they were given to me to recycle, like I had said, and I brought them back 10%, and I wound up giving them more like 20% because I was grateful for the deal. I made a good amount of it, and it didn't take me that long. So that's just to clarify. Any questions regarding that? Well, friends, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm actually at work now, just shooting the ending for the video here. Maybe you learned a little something. I'm not a pro at doing meters, but anything you can figure out if you take time and just put your hands on it. It was a good endeavor, made some good money. I think I wound up making $1,300. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you've held on this long, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.